Hi, I would like to talk about the education and the system in our country. But before that, I just want to talk about the schools and the colleges. And most of the schools are smaller than the colleges, except the residential schools. Got it? My school was having a very big campus. There are two schools in one campus. One is related to primary, the other one is related to secondary and higher secondary. So, secondary and higher secondary having both mediums. And for your information, everything was there. It was the I could say that it is it is an example for the sustainable environment. Everything was there. Everything was there. I don't know about the situation right now, but the nunnery was there, and the boarding facilities and were provided in cattle station was there, and one unit was there that was having sewing machines at one side. On the other side, they were preparing the breads. They provide those breads at the end of the mass. They dip it in the wine and they say that this is the body of the Christ, and they provide those breads. So those breads were made in the same unit, in the same school campus, in my school campus. And if you talk about anything, like, they were able to manage everything. They were having lands and cattles, and we were able to talk to many. It's a very big campus. Why should I have to tell you about my school? I just want to tell you a few things. When you are studying in the school, it's like a small frog in the well. But I had lot of opportunities to go to many places. Many schools are providing that sort of opportunities. They did the great things in my school. Industrial visit was there. They took us to the sugar factory that was located in Padalam. We were so young, and we were not able to get most of the things happening in that place, but it was so huge, and we had lot of fun, and the smell was horrible. That was the only thing, and we came to know that the molasses and other things were getting separated from the sugar, and it's getting purified with some chemicals and all. So industrial visit, and if there is any circus, anything going on for the kids, for the children, they took us to the circus, and they took us to the picnics. We went to Vidu Dam, Satanur Dam, Senji, Rockfort, and every year we went to to the places either towards east or towards south for 10th and 12th, the excursion is, mandatory. They cannot skip because they are conducting the special mass in Velankani temple. So that was also one thing. Excursion, every year excursion, and picnics, and then uh, movies. Of course, they took us to the closest, the very close by theatre, and if they they were encouraging us to watch the movies like Ashwini. I can't forget that movie. Of course, we were watching many movies like My Dear Kutti Chatan and many movies. And if there is any program, if that is quite special in radio, and they organized those things. They used to arrange the place so that we can sit and listen to the radio programs. And they did so many things. All the practicals, whatever they say. When you take the magnified glass and when you keep the cotton under the magnified glass, it will burn. I mean the cotton under the sunlight around 12 o'clock. 12 p.m. Likewise, they did so many. We were cooking few things in the solar. It was like a very big box, and all the tiffin boxes were painted in black color. And we kept few things. We were trying to experiment many things with the help of our teachers, and they organized it. In fact, they organized those things. Where do we get the solar box and all? It was there in the school. One glass box, and when you open it, there will be 4 to 5 tiffin boxes painted in black. And not only those things, the plants related stuff. We made herbarium. That happened in high secondary level. But before that, in 6th standard, as of my knowledge, they asked us to grow few plants. And after sprouting, it is getting sprouted, right? So after that, we have to monitor the growth. We did so many things. My school is one of the best school, and my parents were standing in the queue to get the seat. Whether you believe in that or not, I don't bother about it, but I just want to tell you one thing. They took us to many places for the competitions. And uh, for the guides, I went to Cuddalore along with my batchmates and teachers. And 3 days camp was there. It's not like the camp like what you talk about, the Swiss tent sort of camp. It is organized in a very big institute. And we were not the only, we were not the only students participated in that camp, 3 days camp. There were many schools. As of my knowledge, 3 to 4 schools, not very sure, but many schools, many students were there. It was a great fun. I still remember the songs. There was a coach and I was singing the song and almost he was shouting. In fact, he was trying to pep up and he was making a lot of fun. And we were so happy, okay, he's singing so many songs and we were able to do the chorus. And after getting into the camp, we came to know that he is the coach. He is the instructor. He was so strict. For 3 days, it was so tough for us. And every day we have to wake up around 4:30. And within 30 minutes, we have to be there. All of us should be assembled at one place for the exercise. Then again, from morning 5 o'clock to, if you ask me, till 9 o'clock. The whole day was completely spent, day and evening spent in many activities. So I just want to tell you that the schools are providing a lot of opportunities than the college. But in college, the environment is quite different. In schools, subjects are almost the same. After 10th standard, it's all categorized into many groups. And we were not having the time to talk to anyone. But in college, it's not like that. The campus hostel is there where you could find all the students from many departments. We had the time to talk to many and able to discuss many things about their subjects, about their culture, about their language. It's the great opportunity. I hope in the schools, they are quite young and it's not quite easy to mingle with each and everyone, with the seniors and others. But in college, it's not the case. And my seniors and super seniors were encouraging us to participate in many competitions. And also we got the opportunity to get into the library to study whatever we want. You know, there were so many books. There were so many departments in my college, so the books were related to many departments, as well as in general they had lot of books. Don't think that the school in it's not the knowledge what you gained from your school. Whichever knowledge you gain from your school, that should be the basic one for sure. But when you come out of your school, like when you get the opportunity to study in a very best college, there are so many opportunities. You can talk to many, and you can get the knowledge of their subjects. If they come and ask, or maybe sometimes, you are not the only person having the doubts, right? Likewise, so many friends or roommates, they simply come and ask few things. Okay, I just don't get it. Can you describe it? And I can't simply say that, okay, I will do this for you. If I promise you, then I have to do it. I can't cheat you. You're my friend, my roommate. And of course, if you are passing the knowledge in the exam, that's going to give you the result. So I can't simply cheat or say something as per my knowledge. I used to go to the library to understand many things related to their subjects. Quantum physics, that's not related to my subject. Maths, sometimes maths. And I was not at all interested in maths, but after getting into not a higher secondary, in 10th standard, that happened. The magic, that credit goes to my teachers as well as my tuition teacher. His name is Nagaraj. Of course, he was also a Kannadiga. He is a Kannadiga, and because of him, I have scored 92 out of 100 because of my teacher in my school as well as my tuition teacher. Private tuitions were there, no? And I would like to tell you many things regarding the knowledge. It's not about the language. Language is not just considered as knowledge. Knowledge is different than the language. If you know about the language, it is easy for you to communicate with others. That's it. But knowledge is related to many subjects, about science, about maths, about many things. You cannot simply underestimate someone just because of the language. Got it? Just because of the school, just because of the college. It's about their personal growth, what they are doing for it, how they are developing their skills out of the school or studying in the school. That's why they are getting into the private tuitions, right? It's not related to the teachers, for sure. I just want to tell you this. In schools, teachers are working very hard. They are working in they are dedicating themselves, and they are considering each and every student as their daughters. In my school, it was the girls' higher secondary school. I'm saying that as daughters. They did their best. Whenever the progress report is issued, that will be issued by the class teacher. And in 10th standard and also in 12th standard, in few, I could say sometimes in midterms or sometimes after quarterly exams, headmasters will be there, and class teacher was also there. Headmistress was also there. Do you know why? Because class teacher is having the knowledge about each and every student. And while giving the progress report, she was always there behind the HM. And she used to say, she scored more than 70, more than 80 in other subjects. And out of 5, this one, in this subject, she is not at all concentrating on this subject. Please ask her why. And they were trying their best. They dedicated their lives for their students. It's awesome. I'm very thankful to all the teachers and my headmistress. Headmistress, not just one. One HM was there in 6th standard. There was one HM, and she was so sweet. I can talk about many things related to her, but she was retired in 1991, maybe 1992. While finishing the sixth standard, she was retired. And all of a sudden they asked us to come out, and they took the photograph. We were so confused. Why they are taking the photograph? Then we came to know that her HM is getting retired. Then the other HM came. She was also so great, very sweet, very strict. In fact, she is very strict. And very encouraging too. She knows about each and everyone. She was always, inspecting, giving the visit, paying the visit to each and every classroom, getting into each and every classroom, and doing the rounds all the time. She was quite strict. She knows about the names of each and every student. As of my knowledge, no one in this world is able to remember each and every student in their school. But my HM was great. Because she was always, paying the visit, doing the rounds, inspecting. While inspection, it will be quite difficult. As if like set of questionnaire will be provided in just through 2 minutes or 3 minutes duration will be given. I can remember those days, the inspection days. In inspection, while doing the inspection, they will come and ask a question. They don't know, right? They are coming out of, from other schools, or I don't know about the authority who is doing it and all. As of my knowledge, that person is not related to our school. So, they used to question. All of a sudden, they give only 3 minutes. The questionnaire will be given. Within 3 minutes, you need to answer. And the question will be questioned by the inspector, the one who is doing the inspection. It was there in our school. But in college, no one is going to inspect you. So you are the one. You are the only one responsible for your future. You are the only one going to decide what you want to do, how you want to grow. And if it is the campus hostel, there are a lot of opportunities. So many opportunities are there. I will talk about my college later. Today's message is a very simple message, but it was elaborated. The message is this: knowledge is not related to the language. Language is required only to communicate your knowledge, either by oral or by verbal or in written form. Without speaking anything also, you can describe it. But if someone is not able to understand it, then you need the language to communicate. That's it. If you are solving the problem, a mathematical problem, you don't need the language. Of course, every subject is having its own language. When you talk about maths, algebraic language is there. Pythagoras, Euler's, not Euler's. You could say hyperbola, parabola. So many things are there. So for your information, if you are going to solve the problem in the board, you don't need the language. You don't need that. But if you are trying to explain it, or if someone is not able to get it, then you need the language to explain it. So, language is not the knowledge, but you need the language to communicate with others, to provide the knowledge what you have. Got it? Thank you so much for your time, and we'll be back with more information. See you then.